Good evening. This is CTV News for Tuesday, March 5th. I'm Melissa Wright.
And I'm Patricia Villone. Thank you for joining us this evening. Well, scaling up existing college readiness programs and improving stormwater infrastructure are just two of the many recommendations compiled by the transition team of the Prince George's County Executive. Angela Alsobrooks officially received the team's final report, which was compiled over the last 3 months. 12 work groups were involved in the executive summary.
One of the recommendations is one that we all agree, and it is increasing the commercial tax base, which is low relative to the residential tax base. Again, I believe we're well on our way in terms of fulfilling this particular objective. It's been a long time coming, and we recognize the true need to increase the commercial tax base, increase business in the county, and I can just tell you that part of how we focused on that is making sure that we are a business-friendly environment.
We have a lot of things that are still somewhat manual, and we need to turn around and put technology in place, get into the 21st century full force. She wants to look at issues in beautification in the area of environment, picking up litter, dealing with, in some cases, going to a 2-day-a-week trash pickup that many of the citizens want, but scaling it up, doing it in a way that's cost-effective.
And you can view the final transition report in its entirety on the county's website.
State lawmakers propose a bill that would invest over $1 billion in Maryland schools over the next 2 years. The measure, the blueprint for Maryland's future, was unveiled this morning. The plan is based on the Kirwan Education Commission's January 2019 report. The report recommends an expansion of full-day pre-K programs, higher teacher salaries, and special grants for high-poverty schools. Legislators say it's time to make the Maryland model for public school education.
It's going to take a lot of effort to get it done, but we're going to fully fund it this year. We're going to put the money in for school construction. We're going to put the money in for operating money. We're going to have 2 committees work on it. We're going to make it happen. Robert Moses said, once you put a post down, they'll never make you pull it back up. We're going to put that post down. They're not going to make it pull it back up. We're going to fully fund education and make sure that instead of being 5, 8, 10, 11, we're going to go back to being number 1.
The bill goes before a Senate committee tomorrow.
Delegate C.T. Wilson is seeking justice for victims of child sexual abuse. He's sponsoring a bill that would eliminate the statute of limitation in those cases. However, the measure would only apply to claims in civil court. Wilson, a survivor of sex abuse as a child, says it's time for predators to stop hiding behind civil loopholes.
I do understand the impacts, not just as a child, but how they grow like a cancer as an adult. So there's a lot of times where society ends up paying for the ills of these individuals and these predators because they can't be held civilly liable for what they've done. And it's time that we stop paying for it as citizens and they pay for it themselves.
And the bill is still in the Judiciary Committee in the House and Senate. Wilson says he expects opposition from some lawmakers in the Senate.
Police are investigating a hit-and-run incident that left a 27-year-old man in critical condition in Oxon Hill last night. When cops arrived on the scene, they found the victim lying in the roadway. He was in and out of consciousness with head and leg injuries. Surveillance video shows the man crossing Monument Avenue when a sedan approaching Rivercrest Road struck him. If you have any information on the incident, you're asked to contact police.